came sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't want to...
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the London Black Knights.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 or 5 before that. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
And not the start he was hoping for there. So maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
To be considered for the MVP award in the NFL, it's got to be a season of not just consistency, but spectacular consistency. And he's had it all the way through.
I think you're right. He's been as consistent, more consistent probably than anybody else as the numbers bear out. And the social media chatter for the MVP races certainly start to ramp up. I know you and I. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Throwing on second down. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
Brady
3 yards the gain there, second down.
O.J. Howard. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On the counter, it's Vaughn. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defense in front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 89 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 70 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
At their own 43.
London about set to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And down he goes goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. He'll run it, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Smith in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Brady. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Still churning. Touchdown! That punt return 69 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. It's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. The catch made by Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. And oh, he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Operating from the gun, Brady.
Tom Brady.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Powers ahead at the 45. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back to throw now on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to... get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Loss of 12 on the sack.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jalen Smith able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry? Or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up. And it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
First down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Smith, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
London about set to take over on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick here is... Good. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
24. Buccaneers, nothing.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Brady now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5-yard line.
To throw again. Brady. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A 7-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, it's Brady. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wife.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brady sacked.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
The 45-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to go up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a look.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Smith, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. On 2nd down now, it's Vaughn, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The ball carrier.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll roll him out right. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Down and goal.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll take over first down and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And quickly they get to the line. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vita Vea, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brady sacked.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. The Chiefs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dan Bailey.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He's still
under pressure, and they got to him again.
Barrett.
Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Rolling to his right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
For the point after.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And what would you say? Is it the offensive line that has caused a lot of this pressure to get back there?
That's always the first place that you have to look to see what's going on. But part of it is so difficult to simulate this type of pass rush in practice because the speed, the ferocity, the quickness, some of the change-ups and how they get at the quarterback that you may not have seen on film, all that is different. You can practice it as much as you want to. You can even insert smaller, faster guys at positions that show that the speed's going to be quicker. But until the whistle blows and you play for real, it's just not the same.
And not as easy to implement on game day. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jalen Smith in there for the 7th. Time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, Brady. That's caught. It's Keyshawn Vaughn. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
31-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Tom Brady sacked. Fumble on the play.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady, a quick pass here to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Brady to throw again. Over the middle to Evans.
Brady's pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
3-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
A 7-yard.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards
From the gun. Brady. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Smith in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Buccaneers 3.
of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Hey, I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it drops down incomplete.
Deep ball.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25.
The pass.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
London.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing is Brady on third down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 8 and a first down. Operating from the gun. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Brady again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Don't be scared.
After the sack on first down, Brady. That's complete right around the 8. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brady's pass, incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year bet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Buccaneers 6.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? It made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Down and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Brady. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Vaughn. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Check in. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Watch the screen. Pass. 34.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
The try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Thompson on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tom Brady sacked.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Come on, D.
Operating from the gun, Brady firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down. But I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fielded at the 33. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
6-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
Fumble on the play.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack. You come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Brady. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
I'm coming after you. Hey, check back 34. Hey.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their own 20.
London about set to take over on offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On 3rd down, Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
His kick is no good.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
London about set to take over on offense. And this team just continues to win football games. They're well on their way to another victory here. And that 16-0 season starting to come into focus. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Gary
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That's not good enough, man.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Brady to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Tom Brady sacked.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Crunch time, defense. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 74 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. Size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
At their own 30-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Brady, pass incomplete. Keyshawn Vaughn was the intended receiver out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Complete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. This is taken at the 23. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
Down and 10. At their own 20.
London about set to take over on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's What's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roll.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
To Chris Godwin. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground. And then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Thompson to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards.
43-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he's going to go down again. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third, and it's caught inside the 25. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 62 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Shotgun now for Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 40-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Again, it's Brady. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 34's the Mike. 34's the Mike. So we got man. Let's go. Hey. Go Mike 34. Mike 34. Blue Dan.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
11-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. He's going to fight. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
A 7-yard loss.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these